Oh. Did it, like, it had to have reset my... I think it reset things. Because I can see it jumping about now. There we go. So it was dead silence for a full minute. Alright. Gotta love when computer updates decide to screw everything up. That also means my other stuff's kind of screwed up, but it's like, you know, like the video capture device, the... But it's not like I've been using that for a bit anyway, so whatever. It's fine. That one's fine. I'll figure that out later. I gotta find that teacher in chapter 6. Or chapter 5, rather. It is chapter 5, right? No, it is chapter 6. No. Yes. Chapter 6. Where's the teacher? I love Miles. Okay, so Parker's just a long cat. No real weird stuff. Do I want to make this a bleed panel or just make it a really big panel? That's why I skipped this week's update, because, like, this is how far behind I am. I literally just made this, like, 5 minutes ago. I'll just make it a big panel. I'm gonna do it. I make a bleed panel. I know how to do it cleaner now. Yeah. I mean, I have a new, avatar to set up for Halloween, but I'm waiting until, like, next week to do that, maybe. Or, like, when it actually hits October. There. Nope. Nice. I'm trying to see it on my screen. It actually looks pretty good. I set them up so they could still fit with the Dreamer stuff. Like with the Dreamer gear. Look at them go! Even my avatar is looking at you like this is cool. Yeah, thank you. I do like how that turned out, because the ghost cat, the specter cat, is basically just like a floating skeleton in goo, or what the heck is that? Get out of here. Oh, a vector. I don't want to try vector yet. And you get to be a specter if you're a follower, so that's nice. Oh, I have to do foreshortening. Yep, little skull. Sitting, I think I could stand to add more frames to. The sleeping one turned out pretty good, though. It took me a minute to set that one up because I kept trying to like switch back to not idle mode. I'm gonna disguise this as like they're shadows. These guys are shadows. Now, I had cool ideas for this page that I've been drawing for weeks, and then it's like, no, I'm just gonna stick with this, which is still foreshortening. Don't I have like a ghost figure? No, I'm gonna cheat, sort of. I forget how to do this. Oh, here we go. Well, it's not really cheating if it's, how do I rotate you? It's this. Yeah, reference. No, we don't. I don't want him. Okay. Because Ghost has their arms down. Because they do not want to use their abilities at all. They are like completely against it. The other two are like, hell yeah, let's go. Now sitting down. I really should just make like a... I should do one of these, but make them a cat. Like just a basic cat. Without a tail, so because the tail's easy to add in after the fact. That's a stream for later. Like just your basic generic looking cat. That I can add after the fact. That could be tomorrow's stream. Ghost wants no part in this. Left cat and right cat are like, let's go. You are kind of. I got until next Wednesday to figure this out. Is it like a crouching? Um, I really just need the torso, so I don't need that much of a reference, but... I would start basketball, but there isn't nearly enough people to do that. Oh, that better goals thing is completely obscured. Oh god. They're gonna look a little more human in this pose, which is kind of why I need the cat a bit more. Whoa! I can go real crazy. Yeah, that should be good enough for now. I think that's kind of what I want. Yes. Yeah, close enough. Can I add... Can I, like, stick with the grid and just, some lines here? Still kind of getting used to the ruler thing. I don't know why it only draws there and not there. Is it here? Oh, it's there. That's why. Okay, something else unplugged. I don't know what is unplugging or why it's doing that, but I'm gonna hear doo-doo-doo a lot. Where's the other? Not this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, that's a stream for later. Okay, let's close this off. I don't need this anymore. Ghost is gonna be significantly taller in this scene. Telling you right now. I don't know if this white reads good. Oh, hell yeah. I don't think this reads very good. I should have foreshortened it more. This just doesn't look as good. I should add like frames to that. Oh, nice. What is going on? Is that like his elbow here? I'm not gonna follow that. Oh, do I not have any, like, shots of the angle of it going... I do not. Well, I can customize this, like... Hello! What's up? I have new avatars, if you want to check them out. They're little follower avatars that are... like... Spectre, if that's their nickname. I'm gonna keep the... I should add, like, other avatars in the future. But right now we got new, get that out of here. I'm gonna hold on to that for later. I did it like, 3D models. That's another stream I'm gonna try later. Like just making an incredibly basic cat model, or take one that I made for for VR chat a while ago, turn it into a model that I can pop into there, and that'll be a perfect, like, what do you call it? Little base plate for doing the Dreamer cats with. Because right now I got humans and they're gonna look kind of humanoid in this shot. Okay, now I feel like I can get this now. I feel like I can get it now. I'll get games eventually. I'm in a drawing tangent right now. I don't think there'll be any more crafting streams for a while, or at least not a lot of them, because I don't have to worry about con crunch. Yeah. I saw that video. I'm glad he made it. I think I actually drew that one. Like, that may have been one of the ones I drew out, actually, like, in another stream. That isn't available in VODs now because they only last, like, 2 weeks. Where is it? There it is. Is it in refs or doodles? It might just be doodles. It's doodles. Alright. It might be on my Twitter. I need to make this a little bit. Like, I'm looking away from the screen to look at Twitter for a second, and, like, I'm noticing, like, oh, that angle's not good. I need to curve it even more. Give me a hot second. I am caught up in... Because now I have to find this character, because I swear to God I drew them and put them on Twitter. There it is! I stand corrected. I don't think that was them. I'm not showing my picture. Hold on. This one. I don't think that's the... I don't think Garl is that. I think Garl is something else. Yeah, it's not Garl. Garl's like pink with that color scheme. I think Garl actually got sold. Which is pretty cool. But I was just like, did I actually give you one of those? They were part of the first batch, though, which is cool. I mean, you can name your dude Garl. He could be like one of those, like... They don't have a name. It could be Garl. Oh, wait, they are wearing the null suits, so null suits have the gloves, so that was sort of okay. Beans. Sphinx cats have ridiculous toe beans. Like, I looked them, obviously I had to look them up for Ghost, and like, they apparently have ridiculous toe beans. We're gonna get as much of this page as I can get done today. But if I don't get it like totally finished, it's like that's fine, because I was gonna skip this to this coming Wednesday anyway. I mean, like this is believable enough. I'll probably blur the bottom in like a circular blur, like have the top half fine and the bottom half blurred, to cover up some of those mistakes I made. Or that, or a lot of shading, and then blur a little bit. Or do, like, the shading of, like, their silhouettes are just darker in general to kind of give off that vibe. I'm still, like, nixing the shading for now, like, most of it. This one was weird because it was like, that's suddenly an elbow. Ah. Okay. Wait, what? I'm trying to keep them cat-looking. I don't like how that looks. I don't like it. I don't like that arm. As cool as it looks, I can't do it. It just doesn't read correctly. I'm gonna try and stream just a bit more. Not too much, like, not crazy amount, but... Oh! That's something I gotta remember if Stewie and Ghost stand next to each other. Ghost is like... Ghost is like a foot taller, so like now Ghost is reaching his Stewie's snout rather than like... Wait, what was the height previously? Because like you see how short Ghost is now. Oh, I didn't draw much of their classmates. Fantastic. Those two that I randomly made on the last page, I can theoretically be his classmates. Oh god. I have 67.6 GB3 of 930. I don't know how to take out all that stuff. What ate up that much? Was it just a slow build-up? Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see chapter 2 real quick. Because in chapter 2... Actually, wait. No. We'll do chapter 6, because Stewie was with the kittens for a minute. Because, like, ghosts can reach their shoulders. Yeah, Ghost about reaches his shoulders. So... This chapter, he's going to reach... They're going to reach Stewie's, like, just a bit taller than that. By the time they're a recruit, they're just bigger. Like... By the time Ghost is a recruit, they are exactly Stewie's height. And Stewie's only grown a little bit since then, so, like... He gets close, Stewie only gets closer to Sandy's side, but never quite breaks it as he gets older. But Ghost just skyrockets. And it's not very apparent until they hit, like, 7 months old, and then it's like, oh, holy crap, you're tall. I guess it'd be like a running gag anytime, like, Ghost and Stewie are on screen. Ghost is taller. Like, every chapter Ghost is taller. Because the chapter has some the time between chapters is a few time skips. I like that gag, if only for the fact that I'm, like, shorter than my cousins, who are 10 years younger than me. And I always found that funny. Okay, so on the left is, well, oh yeah, this is the Manx one. This guy's a Manx. That doesn't look... They are kind of generic builds, so if they look a little bit weird, they look a little bit weird. I don't care. You are also fluffy. You're both fluffy boys. I'm already like mildly discouraged only for the fact that like my computer has so much not empty space and it's bugging me. And I don't know how to fix it? Like, what is eating up all that space? I gotta figure out what's eating up all that space. Oh, I know. You know that with vectors there's a way to, like, make lines thicker? Because that would probably be very useful right now. But I've already drawn this in pencil. Oh, wait a minute. Can I convert this to a vector layer? I can. Oh. That got pixely. Never mind. I don't like that. We're not doing that. We're gonna actually do vector the first time going forward. What are my friends talking about? Volleyball net. Oh my god, volleyball yarn ball. Yes. Yes. It's volleyball, but it's a yarn ball. Like, that just popped into my head. Like, I can do volleyball, but it's a yarn ball as well. Like, it's bouncy like a volleyball. Like, they got some like, non-earth, like, They got some like non-Earth stuff to work with. Not that one. So it could be bouncy. Like non-Earth materials, rather, not non-Earth physics. They go into universes with wild stuff, so why not just make it like... I don't think this is a good angle. I feel like I should move this around a little bit down. Oh, wait a minute. There. Perspective is a little screwy, but that's okay. We're gonna blur this part out to hell anyway. Okay. Let's delete the sketches and see what it looks like. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Like... I'm trying to figure out, like, what... Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Hold on. We're doing it one more time. Because the lines have to follow these guys. No. That's too much angle. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Right there. Right there. A little bit more symmetry. One hair's right. Still seems a bit off. Maybe if I like do this. That was like something. What is bugging me about it?
I need you. I need you.
It is the background. The background's being silly. Let's just let's do like. Oh wait, no, do we have these guys? Okay. Oh, why did I do that? I always do this to myself. I go back to drawing after not drawing for a hot minute, and I make a page that is a pain to work with. We don't even need the... Maybe we don't even need these lines. Don't even close it off. Don't even close it off. Just like... I don't need to see the what do you call it? The because like we're seeing from an angle of like we're seeing from the floor, like we're like inches away from the floor. So if I don't need this. So maybe like here. No, it doesn't look right either. You know, I'm gonna do some notes. And I'm gonna ask some of my friends about how to fix this. least with backgrounds, I can very easily be like, this is blue now, and then I'll switch it back to another color. Oh. That doesn't work, right? The net is too close. I'm just trying to figure out how to get the background to match the, that's a fair point, though. Maybe if I, like, jut the net back a little bit. Oh! That might have actually done something. It needs to go back, but it needs to get taller. Oh, damn. Now the perspective on that's gonna be off slightly. Too much, too much. I mean, like, I play volleyball at work sometimes. This is like... They look like they're leaning back, though. I need to, like... It's like I'm trying to adjust the background based on how they're standing. But it looks like they're leaning back a little bit. The Manx guy. He's the trouble. He's the trouble right there. You're being a little troublemaker. You need to be a different perspective here. Your butt is not the right. I think overall he's just not good. Like, I don't like how they look right now. Let me... Like, really round... No. Well, clearly I need more help with, foreshortening. Because I don't do it enough. Okay, this cat's a generic build cat, so I can work with that. Understandable. At least the next pages, like the next pages are just like a back and forth volley. With the ball going like woo 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 woo. And it goes missing it. I should have made this cat more refined. Hold on. I'm doing their line art again. Or I'm doing their sketch again. A little bit more. Oh, that's still better. You know what? I'm gonna take a bit of a breather. I need to get more tea anyway. Maybe if I walk away and come back, I'll actually get a better idea what to do with this. Yeah, I'm gonna get up, walk around. Where's my little eating break? Lad here. Yes, that too. My hand's starting to get a little bit stiff. Maybe just. Okay. I'll be back. Alright, I'm still eating, but I am back. I have an apple. I'm gonna leave that snack break thing on, but I'm gonna start being active again. Okay. One of my friends is saying emphasize on dramatic lights and shades to improve and hide perspective flaws. Okay. That sounds good. I mean, I might just... I'll come back to it. I'm gonna keep that snack break on because I will turn off intermittently because I have an apple here. It's a big ol' Mac question mark. It's like Macintosh and air quotes. This is like an orchard apple. Wait, you know what? We're gonna just draw out this cat, and then come back to this page because I have 3 of them. Apple. Okay, I'm very much ready to talk now. Apples are good. Ah. Okay, I was like jokingly saying like I was saying stuff about the little volleyball thing, that if it's a little lopsided, it's fine, because it's either a volleyball, or it's like a yarn ball, or fashioned off of a yarn ball, so it still technically can fall apart if you hit it too hard. But, like, is basically a volleyball. Volleyball, kickball, something similar. Do like an animation smear on the comic panel. Fwanged. I mean, like, I think it's like a basic volleyball where you can still get smacked in the face and hurt, but, like, not super badly. I say as someone who is oh, good thing I tried to move it, because that was on the wrong layer. Whoopsies. Haha. Yeah, you guys, there's now a spooky ghost option in the stream avatars for followers and up. The, what do you call it? The accessories still work. I'll stick as my dreamer self, because I'm usually drawing Finding Dreamer stuff anyway. Wait, who's the cat on the left? You. Oh, wait. But yeah, I've been hit in the face by a volleyball at least 3 times now? Maybe 4. 2 of them were self-inflicted because I, like, I bumped it wrong and it, like, smacked me in the forehead. Yeah. For me, it was like, I only know volleyball because at work we play volleyball. And I know we did it at school too, but I didn't really get into it. The Manx is Toby. I have decided that the blue Manx here and this guy here, the green boy on the left, Toby. I don't know why that name popped in my head, but that's their name now. I'm trying to think, like, what... Now I have to think of abilities that they would use. Toby's gonna be ice-powered. I also get to make this cat up on the spot. Maybe they're the Scottish Fold. Right here, this green boy here. Let's make them the green Scottish Fold. Just a solid, maybe slight tabby Scottish Fold. Oh, maybe like the gloves allow for, like, if they have abilities that need to shift their arms, the gloves allow for it. So, like, I'm trying to figure, because the ball's going, like, 1, 2, it's like zigzagging. What powers do you have? No, I need a fourth cat here. Let's make it one of my little cats I made. Maybe this guy has ice, and it turns into an ice ball, and then it gets crunched this direction. Then, like, Oh, wow.
I'm late. Haha, already 5 months sub to ya, my
Damn,
wonderful
dude.
friend.
Thank you. Thank you for the 5-month sub. That's pretty good. You're like the only sub right now, and I'm like wicked appreciative of it. That was very deadpan, but yes, I am appreciative of it. Right. Okay. Spooky. I'm surprised your lad didn't jump in, like, when the announcement was going off. Huh. Right, okay, I'm, like, making up powers in the spot here. Oh yeah, right over here. Ah! Okay. Clip, chill out. Oh, thank you. I think I have an orange and black one that might fit your vibes. There's orange in there. I know that. I just don't remember which type it. Well, I know there's orange, white, and orange black. I kind of figured people would like the black skeleton version, like they got electrocuted or something. Oh, you found it. I'm gonna keep these on for the foreseeable future. So they're not temporary for Halloween. They're a new addition for Halloween, but they're not temporary. Yeah, I do like how that detail turned out. If I remember correctly, I, like, made sure the skeleton stayed stationary, but, like, the line art I redid every time for, like, the ghost aura. No, I don't like this one. I'm doing this again. Ghost just completely ignoring the ball. Or not completely ignoring is like making an effort to dodge. I mean, to be fair, Ghost kind of internalized Rosie's whole, like, or Daisy's whole, like, hey, don't use your powers. No one's ready for seeing monster powers. So Ghost took that as, okay, never use my powers ever. No one's ready. Oh, wait, no. You're the Manx. You're the Manx. You're the Manx. You're the Manx. You're Toby. Very intense music. Actually, no, the music works. You know, your ears need to be bigger, proportion to your eyes. It might be all ears and eyes, but it's especially in this chibi doodle version I got of you. Even with like when they're especially nervous, those the wrinkles show up. Like, you know, like, remember in like chapter 5 they have like the viewing window situation? Miles is back there like in the distance, like behind the window you can hear him like just cheering like woo, woo. Miles is so excited for his friend. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ghost is gonna freak out and run because of powers. But, like, Miles is gonna immediately see that and, like, run off and get Ghost. And also an idea of just, like, as far as the cats go, like, the kids, when they eventually see this display of powers that... Because, like, Ghost is gonna have to show them off eventually. And, like, the powers, like, the kid's totally fine with it. They don't know what monster powers look like. They're, like, actually pretty excited because it's like, cool! Powers! And then the adults see it, and they're like, oh... Because, like, you know, like, the adults have fought monsters before. So, like, as far as they're concerned, this cat has, like, toxic shapeshift. So, like, you know, they're not actually, they're actually, like, not as freaked out as Ghost thinks they are. Like, they're still, like, very distressed because that looks eerily similar to monster stuff. So they're just, like, instinctively afraid of it. Oh, I should actually draw the lines for this page. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Like, the kids do not care. They are, like, yay, more powers! The adults see that and just, like, have this look of terror on their face. Yeah. I mean, like, they're not baby as much now at, like, 4 months old. They're at least 5 months old by now. Because it's also, like, it's also Stewie's month day, so he is 8 months old. So Ghost is like Ghost was almost 3 months when Stewie was 7 months, so that makes Ghost 4 months. Almost. Yes! I mean, like, anyone younger than, like, 20, or, like, 20, kid. Like, I'm gonna call, like, you know, that kid there's, like, aren't they, like, 20? Yes. So what? I'm 30. And also, like, I'm a terrible judge of age, so I just go, like, that kid there, it's like, they're, like, man. Yeah, understand. I mean, I feel like when I hit 40, I'm gonna have that same problem. Anyone who's 30 and younger is young. One of my boss is, like, 6 months younger than I am. Which is very weird. Not the boss, but like the mid first level. One of my coworkers is about 40. I almost want to make a wait screen for Halloween, but I wanted to at least get some work done on this first before I get caught up in other side projects. Like, last night... Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, there's some, like, the kids younger... There are some, like, drawbacks to that where, like, the younger kids can sometimes get caught up in rabbit holes and turn into, like, crazy right-wing people, but like ultimately at least a third of them, or at least 2/3 of them, as they get older realize, oh, this is screwed up. It's like a net gain of people being like, wait a second. I know, I was kind of like sheltered, like I'm kind of in the middle where I got internet just a bit late because I really didn't get like not dial up until I was like 16. And I also live in a white as hell neighborhood, so I was like, I'm still sort of unlearning stuff. White as hell and air quotes straight. I say in quotes because, like, at least half of them turned out to not be straight at all. One of them is even trans, which is like, hey, props. I don't know who, like, one of my old classmates, like, popped in at one point, and, like, they were telling me, like, the names of these people. It's like, I don't know who that is. It's like when my sister-in-law and my brother were like, hey, this place that I'm working at now, there's, like, a... Like, oh, so-and-so who was on our bus works here, and I'm just like, what? My brother was, like, maybe lower tier jock, as, like, the lower tier jock, because he was in track and field and stuff. Yeah, my mom was kind of too, which I do appreciate. Like, wicked paranoid about online stuff. So when I did finally, like, you know, find all that stuff and reach it, I was like, oh, this is gross. Like, in the stuff that was, like, mostly rational, like, in retrospect. I don't know anything off the top of my head, but it was kind of, it wasn't, like, ridiculously strict. But it was also, like, I got more paranoid than, like, when I was told not to do, like, a certain site or something. Or, like, being careful with, like, instant messaging or something. Oh. Okay, yeah, my mom was not like that at all. What? Moose? All I know is that I fear for, like, my future niece slash nephew. I think it's gonna be a niece first. And, like... Oh, no worries. My future niece... I'm saying niece because I keep dreaming that it's gonna be a girl. I say it's gonna be, like, it's... In the near future, in, like, next 2-3 years. But, like, she's gonna be caught up in a totally different technology than me and Steve were. And if she becomes, like, an online person, I'm gonna, like... Well, I mean, I say I'm gonna, like, keep watch on her, but I really wouldn't. Like, that's kind of screwed up. I would be friends with them. I'm gonna stick with neutral pronouns. I'd be friends with them, but I wouldn't, like, stalk them. And, like, not stalking, but, like, you know, keep surveillance on them. Unless they're going to, like, accidentally going to really unsavory sites and being like, hey, maybe don't do that. Like, I'll be, like, a mod, almost. But not, like... Yeah, exactly. I will be the aunt that, like, knows about, like, different identities. About, like, if they want to identify as something different or whatever. Yes! Basically. The single aunt with maybe a cat. Yeah, I feel like I would probably be the same person, because, like, my brother and sister-in-law, I'm not sure how, like, locked into the internet they are compared to me. But I know I am significantly more locked in than they are, but I'm not sure by how much. Yeah. I'm gonna be the elusive aunt that... Well, I'm gonna be the art one. They are going to get proper art supplies, given their age. I'll be like, look at them and be like, alright, so you like... What's your vibe? What do you like doing? Painting? Alright, I'm gonna give you a small painting kit, or something like that. Like, I hate... Yeah. Because, like, I was that kid in the family who was artsy, very artsy, and, like, not a lot of people in my family were, or in my school. So, like, I'm gonna be that one who encourages it. Like, you like drawing? Hell yeah. You don't like drawing? You want to do some other crafty thing? My mom's also incredibly crafty, so, like, we're both gonna encourage that, probably. Hell yeah. And also, just, I was watching random VR stuff because I was also, like, I was sewing up little sock rabbits last night because I didn't feel like doing proper drawing. But I wanted to do something. And, like, Oh yeah, right. I was like, for 2 seconds, I forgot what I was talking about. And the videos I was watching was something to do with like advancements in VR, haptic feedback gloves, full body tracking. And I'm just imagining, like, there's like this treadmill thing that I saw like a couple days ago in my like, I should go to bed, but I only have videos, I'm gonna watch one more video situations, and like one of them was like this dude who found like a treadmill, which is basically like a really slicky floor platform thing. You put trackers on your shoes, and then you just kind of skid around on this thing. Aw, man. Yeah, no worries, dude. Oh, let's actually save. That's a good point. Save. Have fun at work. I mean, like, I say that, but it's also, like, given, like, it's like a retail, like, it sounds like a retail-ish service type of situation, so, like, have fun anyway. Yeah, that was me at Dunkin'. When I worked at Dunkin', I was the person to call in at the last minute. But that's because I set the precedent for that. So they're like, okay, so she's available constantly. At least with this new one, well, I kind of put my foot down with Home Depot. And then now with this job, it's kind of impossible. Like, they don't need to call me in unless I want to be called in. Like, hey, you want to work Saturday? No? Okay, no worries. I know sometimes, some weeks I'll probably work Saturdays. Like, maybe when I do eventually find that place to move in, I could be like... I'll probably, like, boost up my savings a little bit. Because I don't expect to be, like, a good... Like, a huge Twitch streamer. This is really just supplemental income. Like, and I mean supplemental in the most minor sense. I feel like it's gonna take months, maybe even a straight year before I even get any income from this. Which is fine, I'm totally fine with that. This is like a set it and forget it. Well, almost forget it, I still gotta stream. Yeah. It's also a full-time thing that's like 9 to 5. Yeah. Good little side tangent. Sometimes I feel like I do better with comics if I'm being observed. I'm gonna like try and emphasize that the kids aren't really disappointed. They're just kind of like, aw, man. Kind of a little bit encouraging, actually. They're kind of like, yeah, Ghost, come on. Like, I know at work, when we're playing volleyball, they're like, they're absolutely, like, going off back and forth. Like, kind of jeering at each other, but in, like, a positive way. Like, not positive, but, like, it's very low stakes, where, like, once they're done, they're fine. Kind of like it's, like, I think at worst, they get in, like, actually, even then, it's, like, just... No, they don't really get that bad, actually. They're just like, yeah! Very encouraging. Yeah, basically. Like, whenever we're playing volleyball, it's just it's, like, chill vibes. Like, on my first day, I walked in on a game, like, on the second half of the day, I walked in on a game, and you can just jump in and play. And I've been playing almost every game ever since. Like, whenever we have little pickup games in the middle of the day. Oh yeah, this guy's a minx. Toby is a minx. So they got, like, the big legs. They got big heckin' legs. No, you look too much like Miles. Your eyes need to be smaller. Parker, this Parker cat is like pretty chill too. Like they're like, I call them Ms. Parker, like MS, but like they're really like, they're non-binary. They are gender neutral. So they go by they, them. Or they go like with whatever, but I usually go with they, them. It's not really important. They're kind of, like I've stated multiple times, like, no one cares about gender presentation. Like, pronoun switching takes a second to get used to, then they're like, alright, so you're going by these pronouns now, or this presentation now. Oh, let's see if I got any, like, comments in... No. Yeah. I'm getting used to gender identity stuff myself, so, like, I'm practicing with these characters. Because Ghost is almost always they, them. They're fine, like, I've also used he, him on occasion, because I can't help it. They just give off that vibe, and I think they were a dude at one point. Like, when I made them in other variations. Did you have a fluffy tail? No. Like, even I'm kind of flexible about my gender identity, where, like, I still identify with she, her, but also, like, I want to present neutrally? Yes, exactly. I think that's why I like drawing them more than the people, because, like, cats, you can have, like, bushy tails immediately, and it's like... I mean, not as much with Ghost, because Ghost is hairless. I love Sphinxes so much. If they weren't so high, I mean, like, money aside, because a good pure breed one that doesn't have heart issues is expensive. But, like, and also you have to, like, they are high maintenance. They're so high maintenance. You gotta, like, bathe them. And I can barely keep bowls out of my room when I get, like, normal bowls, so, like, I would rather not have that another level of responsibility. Like, I love them, but not that much. I will get, like, an oriental-looking mix that's, like, a black cat. Because Ghost, as, like, a realistic cat, would be, like, a black Sphinx. Like, black to the point where they almost look purple. That's how I draw them in, like, a more realistic... style for, like, D&D stuff, and it's, like, that gray purple. I'm gonna see if I can find one, actually. Gonna... No, Ghost is, like, a black... They got like little Siamese points. Oh, here we go. Oh, maybe not. Ghost is basically this. Like, that's what they look like. Maybe a bit darker than that, but they're effectively a gray sphinx. I'm gonna even show off pictures of... Yes! He's magnificent. Let me see my unrelated campaigns folder, please. Thank you. Okay. I guess this is a good reference because I haven't drawn them in a bit. This is not their cat form, but I basically draw them like this with these. This is like a slightly different animal. But hell yeah. Do it for the season. Okay. I think after I do these lines, I'm going to stick with something else. I'm going to get out of here. I'm starting to lose focus on the page, and I still want to draw, but I don't feel like doing the pages as much now. This is the basic framework that I can later pick up on. They got the hands that... I know I do that too, or like... It's like that whole thing you do when you're neurodivergent and like the hands kind of... The wrists kind of flap around a little bit when you're standing. And I only know exactly what that is because I do that all the time. Like, if I'm like especially distracted, I'll catch myself doing that. I mean, I should just say it. Why do I feel so like why do I cringe when I say like autism or something? Like, that is... I am in the spectrum of that. A lot of my friends are in that spectrum. Yes! Same here. Or like sometimes I'll just like shake my hand around or like slap my hand, shake my hand around to where like the fingers are limp and like smacks against my palm and it makes like a slap noise. If I'm really into something and I'm sitting down, I'll like rock in my chair. Like, and I'm talking like super excited. Like, I think one time when I got like really good fan art or something, I don't remember. I just remember like, or being so delighted by an event happening in a game that I just kind of like in a D&D thing, when something got intense and like a big event was happening, I was like quietly just like going back and forth, back and forth. Stimming is weird. Remember, this guy has small eyes because they are an adult. Maybe even an older adult. Maybe they're like 6. They're an older adult. They're like 6. Cat ages are weird. They don't have the... Actually, it's funny because, like, when cats are freaked out, they got the big pupils. But it doesn't read well to me whenever I draw it. Like, when they're really freaked out, they're like... Like, I draw them with pupil slits, but the cats, when they're really freaked out, they get, like, big eyes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I did. I also remember, like, I took away whiskers because, like, if I were to do, like, a more refined drawing, they'd probably have whiskers, but I've done it so long where they don't that I just kind of stopped. Like, even with, like, a proper cat drawing, I'm still gonna forget their whiskers. Because, like, just... I mean, Ghost wouldn't have them anyway. I should try and draw them realistically at some point and, like, give them whiskers. I think because initially it was, like, the way I used to... Oh, wow. Age is is nuts. I noticed that a lot of the cats that I draw, or a lot of characters I draw, do the thing where, like, they pin their hands close to their body, or, like, gesture wildly with their hands. So I think all of the characters, like, the main characters are just a little bit autistic. Or at least a little bit neurodivergent. Because I'm drawing them so much that, like, it kind of just leaks into them. Just like everyone's a little bit ace. Because I am just that. That's all I am. Yeah. And I just love the idea of Miles just in the... I love the idea of Miles just being, like, Ghost's hype man. In the background. I love Miles so much. Just, like... Someone, like, pegged all of them as being, like, neurodivergent. And it's like, yeah, Ghost is 100% coded for that. Miles has ADHD, 100%. I think Stewie has some of it, too. And then, like, Molly's also got, like, the lower speech thing. She doesn't talk much. She talks in a constant monotone. I want to look at the next page again, because I do like that next page of just... Yeah. I mean, like, I have other versions of her in like, different tabletops, and she is also very quiet, very monotone. Oh, wait, I should add more kids. This is a good page to... Oh, we got Emmett, this kid, and, Fold. I love this page. We're just gonna look at old pages in a minute. I don't feel like drawing right now. Yeah. Ghost... Miles is the guy that drags people to do things, and Molly's the one who's actually rational. Most of the time. I'm still miffed at this scenario. I think I'll come back to it, actually. Let's look at pages a second. Like, right there, Miles is stimming, 100%. I mean, like, I just did that because it just seemed perfectly natural for him. But then it's like, oh yeah, he is stimming, isn't he? Like, Molly's just like, I'm gonna make you a sweater. Oh my god, Miles should have a sweater. I should give Miles a sweater in the next scene. Like the next time he's visible. Because Molly just gave everyone sweaters, just she knits at light speed. I was thinking shorts, actually, but I don't think he'd request shorts till later, because, like, Miles canonically, like, went into, like, the very first game I did in, D&D, where, like, I hopped in kind of middle of the game as, like, Miles, who I made up on the spot. I had no idea what the heck he was all about, but he was, like, this enthusiastic fighter guy that, like, died within the first session. So I'm making that Miles' first respawn. Where, like, he goes into this universe, he gets caught up in this universe, and then, like, gets vaporized by a laser. Hello! I'm chattering about Miles and how he died in, his first respawn was from, like, a D&D game I was playing at one point. Like, that hasn't happened yet. It's not until he's, like, at least recruit age. But afterwards, he decides he likes wearing shorts. Which Molly happily obliges with making. I'm doing doodles now. I was doing comic pages, but now I'm kind of just vibing with doodles. Oh, the con went pretty good, actually. Like, I made profit. Not as much profit as I did with, Terrificon, but also that was 3 days, and this one was smaller, and this one was, I mean, I made profit. It's just a bit small. But still pretty good. I used the profit to get socks. Because I have these baby sock rabbits that I made, and I ran out of them in Terrificon. And I didn't have any for CT GamerCon, because, like, I don't want to make any right now. Wait, why isn't stream... There it is. Pretzel Rocks had a link for, like, a second. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you for getting the comic. Like, those aren't as popular. Although I say that, but at least 2 people got volumes. Which is nice. They got the... Because I ordered only 10, but those 10 have a busted page count in Chapter 2. So they have, like, the exclusive busted chapter count version. It is weird having it in your hands, huh? Like, I remember the first time I don't like how this looks. I remember the first time I had it in my hands, it was, like, weird. I have to draw, like, these guys are slightly... Oh, also, I have new stream avatars. You can be a ghost now. Oh, nice! That's awesome. What makes me sad about that first chapter, or the first few chapters, is, like, they have Smack Chief's links on them. Oh, nice, you got the blue ghost. A lot of people are getting, like, the bright ghost black skeleton version. I like that. They do look pretty cool. I knew that'd be a hit. Oh, no. I appreciate the tips. They're fantastic. Thank you. I just don't know. I've just never experienced those, and I have no idea how to respond. I'm just like, I think it's also because in cons, my brain goes from like, oh, I'm not paying attention to, oh shoot, I have to sell things. So like, for like at least 5 seconds, I'm like super, like, overwhelmed. Or like, I'm ready and waiting for a sale, and like 50% of the time when I do that, no one actually buys anything, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, and I sit back down. So like, when someone actually buys something, I'm like, ah! I really appreciate that, though. Thank you very much. I got new rabbit, or I got new pig, and yeah. I don't usually buy from artists much, but I'll have to do that when I do get to. I got new resin dolls coming. I got a sheep and a cow, and I'm working on pigs. I'm excited. Like, I got pigs already casted. I just gotta cast the other two. Just thinking of Miles. Miles is that friend that, like, they don't get the gist. Like, sometimes they don't quite get what you're talking about, but they're trying to help anyway, and that's... They're trying to help. And Molly is just, like, very awkward about it because she's always going to be monotone. I'm talking about the lads that pop up in chapter 6? Yeah, 6. They're ghost kitten friends that they make in their training. I also have to remember that cats don't really have shoulders. They do, but they don't. And, like, the cats do have a more humanoid build in this canon, but they don't have, like, super shoulders or anything. Unless they're strong, in which case they do have super shoulders. Or there's Sandy, who's built, like, a brick wall. Yeah, I had to look it up. Hoist. Oops, wrong one. Woo! I got a new talk sprite that I'm gonna debut on Halloween. It's gonna be great, or at least in what do you call it, in what month? October. Yes. the little skeleton ghost characters that you can be in as a follower and up. Those guys are like the what is it? What are they? They are like chilled out versions of it, because like if I were to put mine in there, it would not work because the sprites flip around and it would drive me insane. Like that's why I don't do calicos either. Where like as like the little streamer cats, because there'll be like a blue patch on the left side and a green patch on the right side, and then it will flip over when they run the opposite direction, and it bugs me so much. Yeah, if they're in any way asymmetrical, Sprite's gonna flip and like flip the symmetry a little bit in it. So you can't really do, yeah, basically you can't do asymmetrical patterns. God, I just noticed that I'm grabbing my coffee mug not by the handle, but by the opposite side of the handle. I don't drink it properly. I just kind of grab it the wrong way. Molly's kind of big. Molly's just short. Molly's like that character who, like, much like Sandy, she's short but jacked. Not as much as a kitten, but still. And it's like, you think, oh, it's the sweater. The sweater gives her puff. Or in this case, her fur. The fur makes her puffy. Because she's got, like, that curly Devon Rex fur. Or Cornish Rex? Whatever. And then, like, it's literally that one bit of SpongeBob where, like, he rips off his shirt and he's, like, a freaking wrestler dude with, like, giant muscles. That's what Molly is. Yeah, Cornish. Those cats are neat. She looks like a lamb, which is fitting because she loves knitting. I think, like, if Molly wasn't already a cat, she'd be a ram, like a sheep or something. Yep. Sandy is 100% built. Like, Sandy is archery master jacked. I like switched gears in half a second. Did you guys see that? I went from, like, talking about, like, different stuff to how Molly is jacked in, like, half a second. Why did it What's wrong with Coons? My, like, swear filter tried to block that. I think it's a racist term, but, like, it's the most abstract one and it hasn't been used in years. It's just Maine Coons, for Christ's sake. Chill out. Oh yeah, they're big. I haven't properly seen one in person, but, like, they're big. Stewie is, like, 50% one. So he's gonna be big, but also short. Like, he's got the, what do you call it, he's gonna have that, he has the Maine Coon chunk, but, like, the Munchkin legs. Sort of. His torso is just going to get longer. Molly's always knitting. I think Molly came about because well, I was obsessed with knitting for a hot minute, and then I realized it breaks my hands, so I can't do that if I want to draw at the same time. Like, I can do it, just not, like, crazy. Man. Big Chongus. I use the term Big Chongus so often when I'm like working on boxes. Like we pack boxes sometimes and be like, oh, that's a, like I'll be looking at a net like, oh, that's a Big Chongus, and no one understands what I'm talking about. Maybe maybe a handful of people, and that's like 2 people. Oh my god. I'm like, now I'm like trying to imagine her as a fighter. But just like... I would say she would have strength, but even then I'm not sure. Or like, imagine you're doing that with monsters. It's hard to draw Ghost because Ghost does not have a mouth. Or they do, but it's like... It's supposed to be here, but they don't have one. They got like that whole situation of like when their mouth is closed, it technically doesn't exist. And then they actually open it and it's like webby. What? I hit alt. I was off by a bit. I still have that Google search I did of like... Yep. Ghost is very much expression. Eyes are the window to their soul. Which is funny because like Ghost doesn't have fur. They don't really have like eyebrows. They have eyebrows crushing their eye, not actual eyebrows. I do like that vibe though. Most of my doodles of me, whenever I draw myself, are just like... this. So, like, I'll just be... I'll just... all my expressions are all eyes. So I'm so used to doing that when I draw normally, I just draw, like... That's why I like the stream avatar cats, because, like, those cats are, like... And by extension, the little dreamer figures that I have, they have... Sorry for the random black screen. I have to, like, minimize stuff to get it working correctly sometimes. I just like the stream avatar cats, because they are just eyes, and I almost did that with the little figures that I just made of them recently. Those actually sold decently well. And, like... This is... Yeah. Oh, that's... Yes! I think... There's Punchy and then there's Vibe. I think you must have gotten Vibe. If you mean one of the standy ones. Vibe is the one that just kind of, like, has their hands together and looks off into the distance. Punchy's, like, ready to fight. It's funny because like these cats sit like normal cats, but also sit like a person intermittently. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of which tuxedo because there was two of them. Was it the dark green one? Like, you can't tell, but I'm kind of like lancing off into space. Oh, that one. Okay, I know which one you're talking about now. Those were fun to do. Miles, my friend is crying. I don't know what to do. Motivate them. I also drew them just a bit older looking because they do grow up very fast. Like from pictures I've seen. When they hit like 4 or 5 months old, they look more like a mini cat. But not quite there yet. Actually, no, I'm not feeling his face. Let me do it again. Miles' nose kind of stumps in a bit. He's very much like a Bombay-looking cat. He's doing kind of stewy eyes a little bit. Round hype man. I'm also doing this to get an idea of like what Molly knitted for him. Oh, Mariam's. Okay, yeah, that's probably a good call. Be safe out there. That doesn't look expressive enough. Something about the eyes doesn't read. Yeah, no worries. I'll probably end soon anyway. I just want to, like, finish this little doodle. Why is this so hard? Good gracious, I can't, like... Maybe I should... maybe I should just end the stream. I'm starting to lose steam real bad. Like, just... I am just not vibing with it. I mean, that tends to happen around now, because this is around where work ends, and I'm like, I don't want to focus on things. I did get a good chunk of work done on the comic pages, so I think that's a good time to stop. Oh, understandable, so am I. It's a Saturday. Last weekend was a con. This last weekend was a con, and then like the next week happened, so I didn't really get a chance to chill out. But I think I'm gonna end it here for now. Oh man, I didn't get any crud because I kept my mask on. And I didn't wash my hands much, but I did use sanitizer whenever I thought about it. Alright. Have a good night to whoever's watching and probably lurking. I'll see you guys later. Good night.